What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Got a very intriguing lightweight matchup going down this Saturday. American Airlines Arena in Dallas, Texas. Fight's gonna take place on the zone. You got King Ryan Garcia, who takes another step up facing cool Luke Campbell in a very intriguing lightweight matchup. The winner of this fight will be in line to fight WBC lightweight champion Devin the Dream Haney. Now it remains to be seen if the winner is Ryan Garcia. Will he fight Devin Haney? Because he's been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis in the lead up to this fight. Actually, before his last fight, he was calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. So he said he wants to go straight to Gervonta Davis' hometown of Baltimore, Maryland, and call the guy out because he wants that fight next if he prevails over cool Luke Campbell. Now, if Luke Campbell wins, then that's an easy in-house fight for Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing to set up a fight between Luke Campbell and Devin the Dream Haney on the zone. If Ryan Garcia wins, look for a matchup between him and Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, they're going to have to work out the network situation because Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia fights on the zone. I don't know if his contract exclusively calls for him to fight on the zone. I don't know all the details of his contract he has with Golden Boy Promotion and what that contract Golden Boy Promotion has with the zone as far as Golden Boy Promotion fighters under their banner. I don't know the situation there. That was part of the problem, the reason why Canelo Alvarez was not happy with his situation. He felt that Oscar De La Hoya cut a side deal with the zone with fighters under the Golden Boy Promotion, and then offer his name and offer his contract with the zone. So he was upset about that situation. So we'll see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But Luke Campbell, again, if he fights Devin Haney, that's an easy in-house fight. But Ryan Garcia fights on the zone, and Gervonta Tank Davis fights on Showtime. So will they do a joint pay-per-view? The zone pay-per-view and Showtime pay-per-view would do a joint pay-per-view. That remains to be seen. Is that fight big enough for two different competing boxing, providers to come together? Showtime. I haven't, I don't know that, I don't remember a time where they came together with another network to do a joint pay-per-view. Now, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury, that fight was a joint pay-per-view, but you had ESPN and Fox. So it's going to remain to be seen if they be able to come together, if they were able to crunch the numbers, and they be able to do a joint pay-per-view, or would Ryan Garcia have to go to Showtime to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, or would Gervonta Davis have to go to the zone to fight Ryan Garcia? That remains to be seen. I doubt if Gervonta Tank Davis is going to leave Showtime. He seems to be loyal to Showtime, like his mentor Floyd Mayweather Jr. was loyal to Showtime, so I doubt if he fights over in the zone. But that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about this fight at hand. Both guys got business to take care of Saturday for us to talk about their next matchup. And I like this matchup. It's a very intriguing matchup. You got cool Luke Campbell. He's a southpaw. But the thing about Luke Campbell is he's a very solid fighter, but in the words of Floyd Mayweather Jr., since I just mentioned him earlier, he's straight up and down, no special effects. He's a guy that's very mechanical. He's got a good left hand. He's got a real sneaky left hand. That he catches guys with the shot that they don't see, and he's able to drop guys. He's done that in multiple fights. He's got a good left hook to the body. He's got a good right hand. He's a guy that's very got sneaky power. Let's put it like that. He's got sneaky power. But the problem is he's kind of mechanical. You look at King Ryan Garcia. When I was looking at him about maybe around 2-3 years ago, 2018, 2017, I was like, man, this guy's got a lot of fanfare. They saying he's the next Oscar De La Hoya. He's got the ladies after him, the young ladies after him, like the young ladies were after Oscar De La Hoya in his heyday. But he didn't show me too much. He was a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, he was good. But with the way they was pumping him up, I wasn't seeing it in the ring. Just put it like that. But the last year, since 2019. He's taken his game to another level. Now, he's under the tutelage of Eddie Reynoso. I don't think Eddie Reynoso was with him early in his career. I might be mistaken, but I don't think he was with him early in his career. So he's working under Eddie Reynoso and Canelo Alvarez. But it seems to me since 2019, he's took his game to another level. He took his game to another level. That left hook, man, he can knock you out with that left hook going backwards. He don't have to extend that left hook. He just got to catch you solid with that left hook, and he gonna put you to sleep, man. That guy's got an unbelievable left hook. It's kind of like, well, it ain't no kind of like, it's just like the left hook De La Hoya has. But to me, his left hook might be even better than De La Hoya was in his prime, because Ryan Garcia, he's got to do it against the elite level competition like Oscar De La Hoya did it when he dropped Ike Quartey, and he was able to drop Fernando Vargas. He's got to do it on that level to be compared to Oscar De La Hoya. I'm just saying, the way the guy lands the left hook, he doesn't even have to step into the left hook to drop it. He can, like I said, he can knock you out with the left hook going backwards. He don't have to be going forward. He don't have to sit down on the left hook. He don't have to extend on the left hook to get you up out of there. He's got sick power with that left hook. And that right hand is something that you can't forget about either. It ain't like you can say, oh, let me take away Ryan Garcia's left hook and I'm okay. Kind of like fighters when they fight Deontay Wilder. Let me take away his right hand. And like Fury did, especially in the rematch, he did it for a lot of the first fight too. Let me take away the right hand, and I can do some good things. And that's not the case with Ryan Garcia. He has a strong right hand. His right hand is powerful too. He got power in both hands, and he's got the faster hands. And I think that's going to be the key. Now, with Luke Campbell being a southpaw, it's going to take Ryan Garcia some rounds to get into his rhythm, to start landing those shots, those punishing shots to get Luke Campbell up out of there. I think with Luke Campbell being a southpaw, he'll be able to negate that left hook by every time him trying to go with that left hook, he can kind of shoot that right jab out to him, and that right jab, that kind of to keep that left hook at bay, keep that left hook from scoring and from landing. And I think he'll be able to do that, especially early in that fight. It's gonna take him a while to fight to figure out Luke Campbell's southpaw stance. It's going to take him a little while. But once he does, I think the key for him will be the right hand. He's going to have to time the jab. Once Luke Campbell shoots that jab out, he's got to come over the top with the right hand. When he shoots that jab out and shoots that left hook out, he's got to slip it and come over the top with the right hand. Luke Campbell's going to try to go to the body early on in that fight. But when he comes up top, Ryan Garcia's got to slip and then throw the right hand. I think the right hand is the punches that's going to get Luke Campbell up out of there. I'm predicting an 8th round knockout for King Ryan Garcia. I think he's just a more fluid fighter, got the faster hands. I think he's got a little bit more power, even though, like I said earlier, Luke Campbell has sneaky power. But the thing about Luke Campbell is he's just, every time he's stepping up, every time he stepped up, he's lost. You know, I look at him as a B-minus level fighter. He stepped up and fought Linares. It was a close fight. You know, a lot of people thought he won that fight. It was very, very close. I thought the knockdown was the difference, and Linares won a split decision. But a lot of people thought he won that fight. They thought Linares got that fight because, you know, he was the favorite and he was the house fighter in that particular matchup. And then he fought Lomachenko, in my opinion, as an A-level fighter. And he was very competitive, had his moments in that fight, hurt Lomachenko multiple times in that fight. But it was levels to this game, as a lot of great fighters have said. And Lomachenko was just on another level than Luke Campbell. And he was able to stop Luke Campbell late in that fight. And then he fought Mendy. Mendy, he lost to him early in his career, but he was able to get the revenge on Mendy. He was able to stop Mendy in the rematch. And Mendy, in my opinion, is a C-level fighter. So I look at Luke Campbell as a B-minus level fighter. And if Ryan Garcia, King Ryan Garcia, is a B-level fighter above, he should win the fight. And that's just how I look at it. Now, if he doesn't win that fight, that means he's a B-minus, he's a C-plus level fighter, basically, if he can't beat Luke Campbell. And that's not to say that he can't improve, because he's nothing. What is he, 22 years old? 22 years old, Ryan Garcia, if I'm not mistaken. So he'll have room to grow, but it'll just be at stage, it'll just probably be a little bit too much too soon for him. But it seems to me when he stepped up in competition, and people haven't been bringing this out, but his last 3 or 4 fights, Golden Boy Promotion have really stepped up his competition level. Early on, he was fighting a bunch of journeymen, a bunch of gatekeepers, and guys that had no chance to beat him. But these last 2 or 3 fights, Duno and guys like that, Fonseca, those guys are solid fighters. Fonseca came into the fight with a lot of experience, 25-2. Duno had a lot of experience, and he knocked both of those guys out in the first round. Back-to-back first round highlight reel knockouts with the left hook. So that's going to be the situation where Luke Campbell's going to be looking to take away the left hook, but I think the right hand is going to be his downfall. And I think Luke Campbell is a guy that's Teofimo Lopez Sr. said this to Eddie Hearn at the Canelo Alvarez-Callum Smith fight. He says, Luke Campbell already know how to lose. And when you get into a fight of this magnitude, of this caliber, and it gets tough, and it gets, you got to dig down, you got to bite on that mouthpiece, you start thinking back, well, I'm going to come up short again. I came up short against Linares. I came up short against Lomachenko. I came up short in the first Mendy fight. I guess it's just not meant to be. And you got to get out of that mindset. And that's what Teofimo Lopez Sr. was telling Eddie Hearn. He already knows how to lose. Floyd Mayweather said that in his heyday on one of those 24/7 all-access shows where he was promoting his upcoming fights. And that, people talk about, just a quick aside, people talk about what made Floyd Mayweather. A lot of those 24/7 all-access shows that he did on Showtime, and he did those same type of shows on HBO when he was with HBO, those shows really helped take Mayweather to a whole nother level, really expanding his brand. And people talk about, Money Mayweather and him flashy cars, and he has a good personality, he has a good gift of gab, knows how to talk a good game. But those 24/7 shows that he did on HBO and Showtime really was critical in expanding his name and expanding his brand. But that's neither here nor there. But as far as Luke Campbell goes versus Ryan Garcia, I think, like Floyd Mayweather said, you already know how to lose. You got a loss. You already know how to lose. I don't know how to lose. I'm undefeated. And he ended his career 50-0, Floyd Money Mayweather. And that's the same thing that could be the problem for Luke Campbell. But we'll see what he do, man. Like I said, we'll see if he can change the tide. Maybe he'll say, I'm tired of being at this top level coming up short. I'm going to go that extra mile. I'm going to bite down on that mouthpiece. And I'm going to take chances. I might get caught. But I might land my money shot and pull a small upset over King Ryan Garcia and take my career to another level and get ready to put myself in a situation where I am the money fighter. I am the A-side. I can call some shots, even though I got to fight Devin Haney, who is the WBC champion. I can ask for 50-50 in that particular matchup. So he got to look to take it to that next level once he has no problem getting to these fights. He has no problem beating the opponents to get to this level of opponent, a la Lomachenko, a la Linares. You know what I'm saying? He has no problem getting to that type of opponent, but he's got to be able to go to that next level and win that type of fight. And up to this point, he's not shown he's the fighter to beat the upper tier, the upper echelon fighter. So we'll see if he can change course and finally take that next step against King Ryan Garcia. I don't see it happening. I think he's just too mechanical. He's too straight up and down, no special effects. And I think his downfall is going to be that he's going against a guy that's got the quicker hands. Both guys, I like both guys' demeanor in the ring. Both guys are very calm. Both guys are very focused. Both guys are very deliberate. But I just think that King Ryan Garcia is just a little bit got more hand speed, a more fluid fighter, got what they call fast twitch muscles. As Max Kellerman from ESPN says, I think that advantage goes to King Ryan Garcia, and I think that'll be the difference. This is being a more athletic fighter in this matchup between these two guys. And I give them all those edges to King Ryan Garcia. And I like Ryan Garcia by 8th round knockout. I want you guys to comment. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section what you think about this fight. Who you got? Pick the winner and pick what round you think the fight is going to end in, or if it's going to go to the decision. Pick who you think is going to win this fight. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the thumbs up button if you like the content of this video. And I want to wish all you guys out there and all you ladies out there a happy and safe new year. This might be my last video of the year, so hopefully if we don't see each other again, I'm going to do a video again. Again, I wish you guys a happy and safe 2021. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This is JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.